We are on an emotional roller coaster today here at News 10. Steve Caporizzo, our chief meteorologist, is retiring from doing the weather, but we have continuing coverage of all of our fondest memories leading up to his final 6 p.m. forecast.
Now, Assembly Member Phil Steck and Angela Santa Barbara presenting Cap with a couple of special honors, an Assembly citation and an Assembly proclamation. And
about an hour ago, Albany Mayor Kathy Sheehan was also here as well. I had the chance to interview Cap about everything from the start of his career to his tearful goodbye, and we started about the advice he got from another News 10 legend.
How many years has it been?
35 and a half years. And the thing, Lydia, it's gone by so fast. It feels like it goes by in a blink. And when you like something, and you like coming to work, you like forecasting, you like the people you're with, it just goes by way too fast.
Yeah, so it does not feel like 35 and a half years, but you have filled those 35 and a half years with a lot of memories.
A lot of great stuff, a lot of the great memories with people I worked with over the years. Some are still here, some have moved on to other things, have retired.
There's no other continuing event that affects more people than the weather.
Dick Wood, who I worked with for 1 year, my first year here, legendary. He gave me some of the best advice I ever had in my life. He said, stick it out, Steve, stick it out, you're good, you have potential. When you doubt yourself, and Dick kept saying, keep up with it, keep up with it.
I feel like the advice that Dick gave you and how he made you feel, you do the same for so many people who've gone through the weather department.
I try to teach sometimes without trying to teach, which is difficult. It's not a 9-to-5 job, and I always say, remember, you're doing something you love to do. There are people that go to work every single day and hate it. I go to work every day, and I love it.
And that is as true today as it was the first day he walked into this station.
Absolutely.
Oh, we're going to go look at our full storm tracker forecast right now.
I thought we could at least get you a big thunderstorm or something today to send you out, you know?
You know, we were joking like about a week ago, 10 days ago. Wouldn't it be fitting if we had like thunderstorms on my last day? I'm going to do something a little bit different. Why? Because it needs to be said. I want to thank all of our weather watchers personally. They've become my friends. You know who you are. Pat Conway, Hoosick Falls, Bill Mahone, Lanesboro, Bob Weinfurt, Whitehall, John Collin in Grafton, Holly Townsend in Summit, Jim and Flo Delahanty in Hebron, Jim Glockner, Greenfield Center, Ed Campbell, Racket Lake, Andrew Polano in Queensbury, Tim Beebe in Delmar, Jeff Baldwin in Hessville, Richard Nielsen, Caroga Lake, Kathy Buxton and her late husband Harry in Long Lake, Steve Appel, Pittsfield, Massachusetts, Greg Trottier in Adams, Ron Wolchek, Windsor in the Berkshires, Sandy Shellhorn, Wyndham, Sandy Clark in Gloversville, and Tony LaSalvia in Red Hook. Thank you for all of your help. Thank you for being my friends. Thank you for bailing me out, telling me what was going on in your town when a lot of people didn't know what was going on. Check out Germantown tonight. Few clouds, a little bit of filtered sunshine, a couple of boat trailers there, some folks boating on the Hudson River tonight. Upper 80s to near 90 around the capital region, 86 in Colony, Voorheesville 87, 88 in Chatham, 86 in Ballston Spa, Columbia County close to 90, Chatham 88, 84 in Pittsfield, and 88 at North Adams. Adirondacks 87 at Indian Lake, 91 Bolton Landing, 90 in Queensbury, 91 in Greenwich, and 86 at Broad Alban. Another hot one today, not terribly hot, but hot enough, up close to 90 with high humidity. Now to the west of us, we have this weak front that's approaching. This may give us a few showers later tonight, maybe a rumble of thunder. Then as the front passes through tomorrow, there could be another round of scattered showers and some thunder. Behind it, a little bit less humid, so a little better. Coming in here on Wednesday with some sunshine. Look at the dew points. Oppressively humid on Tuesday. Dew points up near 70. There's that little bit of a drop Wednesday and Thursday, and a bigger drop here into that comfy zone, or at least okay, on Friday. So you'll notice the difference, and then look what happens later in the weekend, early next week, right back up to uncomfortable air. Now tomorrow, we do have to be concerned about a few scattered strong storms, a marginal risk here in the afternoon, a slight risk of severe weather. The threat's greater as you head down towards the lower Hudson Valley and New York City. Highs tomorrow, mid to upper 80s. 87 in Albany, Pittsfield 84, 84 at Glens Falls, Johnstown and Cobleskill, both at 82. But remember, tomorrow is going to be a fairly humid day for us. Our forecast, partly cloudy, warm, muggy tonight. Late tonight, a few showers, could be some thunder, 72. For tomorrow, clouds, some breaks of sun, a few showers, scattered thunderstorms, mainly afternoon, evening, high of 87. On Wednesday, partly sunny, a little bit less humid, we'll take it, 87 again. On Thursday, afternoon showers and storms, 83. Independence Day, it looks awesome. A great day on Friday, near 80. Partly sunny, 87 on Saturday. Sunday, hot, 90. And just a chance of a shower or thunderstorm. So the holiday weekend right now is looking pretty good. So keep your fingers crossed. I told you when I retire, we're going to have all good weekends now.
You're right.
Get me out of here.
You're right.
As you probably know, I've been in the Capital Region my entire life, your whole career. They've asked me to leave. I won't go. So I want you to know I watched you from the very beginning, and here's some of my thoughts about when we first met.
Get ready, folks. Some sunshine. Chance of that storm.
First time I ever met Steve Caporizzo was actually kind of a fun way. It was actually at a party for Mary Lou Whitney. And I knew of Steve on TV, just like people at home. It's a bit like when you first see the Grand Canyon and you think it can't be as neat as the pictures, but it's better in person. Cap's the same way. Exactly what you think he would be or hope he would be is how Cap is. There's not this TV Cap and a different Cap. Cap's one of those guys, you want to be selfish and keep him. You say, well, you can't retire because I've grown up or have watched you for 30 years. I don't want you to go. But part of you that's his friend, you understand why, and I'm happy for him. And still, he's never really going to retire because Cap's always going to dedicate his life to helping animals. That's never going to stop until they stick him in the ground.
And Buster's Bill is Buster's law to protect pets and companion animals in New York State.
As much as a great meteorologist Cap is, if I could pick one thing I'd want him to continue doing, it would be Pet Connection. It would be helping these animals. When you look at his whole lifetime, he's helped tens of thousands of animals find homes. Who can look back on their life and make that kind of claim? Not a lot of people. Steve Caporizzo is one of them.
John, thank you so much. Very kind.
I am going to tie you down in the chair, but I think Lisa, your lovely wife, would untie you.
And we had some fun at those Mary Lou parties, didn't we?
We had some great times. Well, we don't talk about some of those parties, John.
No, we don't.
We behaved ourselves.
No, drinking lemonade.
Yep. And ice water. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
I'll hear about it during the commercial break. We'll be right back.
I was behaved.
John was.